How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Stas here. Welcome back to another video, and cheers, by the way, guys. I appreciate you all for tuning in, and you saw the title for the video today. We have 5 high short interest stocks that could, keyword is could, be squeezing in the short term. We have to break down everything that you need to know, my thoughts, what the stocks are, obviously, and we'll go over entry exit points, what I'm looking to do, pretty much everything that you need to know. But first, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe. Come on, follow along for more content. And with that being said, cheers. Let's dive into it. So last week we had a short week in the stock market. You know that. Friday the market was closed. It's Good Friday. That was yesterday. Tomorrow's Easter. Hope you guys have a great Easter. Happy Easter to everybody out there. And we didn't have the best week for stocks. You guys can see SPY in the short week last week sold off pretty much every day. We had a downtrend all week. You guys see that on SPY and on QQQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. And this is across all the indexes, right? Not only because of the trade war, escalations rising in the trade war, but we also got some earnings that weren't that great, especially from United Health Group, which ended up dragging down the Dow Jones. I guess we had Netflix. They reported pretty good numbers. That stock went up. But overall, we had a lot contributing to last week's downtrend, and we'll see. It's anybody's best guess how this upcoming week goes. And for this upcoming week, again, there's 5 stocks that have very high short interest that I'm watching very closely. So let's just get into it. I don't want to waste any time. The first one on the list is MPW, Medical Properties. This one's trading at $5.45 a share right now as of this video. And if I extend this line to the right, you'll notice if I zoom in a little bit here, we were at $5 for quite some time. We held that, or we didn't hold it. Well, I guess we held it about a week, 2 weeks ago, which is good. But at some point, this was resistance for months at one point, back in the middle of October, all throughout the end of February, $5 was resistance. Then we broke through it last time this company reported earnings back in February, and we've been above $5 since, right? So you're noticing here, we got the breakout. We ran all the way to the mid-low 6s. That was about 2 weeks ago. Then we saw a big pullback, right? But you'll notice here we double bottomed at about $5, old resistance, right? We're holding it as support now, and we're starting to bounce off of that level. So this chart looks pretty good to me, guys. We held $5. We're bouncing off of it. We're directionally bullish. We have a big cup and handle here. Do you guys see the big overall cup and handle on the 4-hour time frame? MPW looks interesting, and not to mention it has almost 40% short interest as of right now, so a lot of people are betting against this company, which could cause a squeeze. Obviously, you guys know how that goes. So the chart looks fantastic. Cup and handle looks interesting there. All I want to see this break is $5.75 to $6 a share. If we're able to get out of there, and I'll set my alert right now, $5.75. If we're able to break out of there, right, into the 6s again, this could start taking off, in my opinion. So I just set my alert at $5.75, keeping my eyes peeled on it there, for a move to $6.50, maybe even higher. So that's MPW. Hertz is the second one, which I kind of want to do a follow-up on here. We covered Hertz a lot, in these short interest videos, and it finally popped off. We finally got a catalyst that caused the squeeze, and this thing was at $4 last time we were talking about it. And since that last time we talked about it, we got news regarding Bill Ackman. He bought a bunch of the stock. He kind of delayed the SEC filing so he could buy more of the stock, and it had a lot of pretty high short interest then. I think higher than it is now, but still it's at 37% short interest right now, and it's actively squeezing. And who knows how much higher it could go. That's why I put it in this video. It kind of already squeezed, but it's still technically actively squeezing. So you never know. It might be just getting started. It could go higher. It could go to $10 plus for all we know. So HTZ's on the watch list here because momentum is clearly building up. It has been. And we have earnings coming up in about 3 weeks for Hertz, which, I mean, by then this could easily die down, so keep that in mind. These squeezes, they don't last for weeks, right? It's usually a couple days and then boom. But we'll see. Hertz is still very fresh, very new. It's not a new company, obviously, but it's new in terms of the breakout. The momentum's fresh. So let's see if it hangs on a bit longer here. So that's HTZ, 37% short interest. And this next one, TMDX, also has 37% short interest. This is Transmetics Group, and it trades at $88 a share. And recently, we've started to build momentum out of the highs from a couple of months ago. TMDX failed to break out of 83, 82, back in January, back in February, right? Even back in the beginning of December, we failed breaking 82, 83, $85 a share. Now we're starting to get out of there. We're starting to see a nice breakout. We have a golden cross. We're above the moving averages. This looks pretty good. And again, it has 37% short interest. And we're not yet getting a sign of a squeeze yet, but clearly momentum's starting to build up. The chart looks decent, and I drew out some trend lines here. This is where we could be going if things get really hot on the stock. Maybe $100 initially. If that breaks, maybe 115, 17. These are the gaps that we could fill to the upside. And TMDX, this company's reporting earnings on the 29th, which is less than 2 weeks away. So this one is a must watch. I'm going to set my alert at $90 a share. Again, for the third time, it has 37% short interest, so keep your eyes on it. And number 4 is B. Riley, which has the highest short interest here on the list. RILY, and the only reason why I'm covering them is because earnings are literally on Tuesday. Yes, you heard that right. Tuesday, we have earnings out of RILY. And this thing, based on earnings, man, depending on the numbers, guidance, kind of the price action thereafter, this could be a squeeze. It could be a squeezer, whatever you want to call it. It might start moving, but we're not really getting the signs yet. I mean, I guess we did see a little bit of a pop on Thursday morning. We got close to $4. You guys see this? That was a pretty big move, but we're now back to the low threes after being in the high threes. So I would want to see it retake $4. If we're able to break $4.10, this could start moving. So I'm going to set my alert at $4 for now on RILY, and I'll be watching it very closely as, again, it's got 54% short interest. Guys, that is insane. And recently it was at $7 a share back in the end of February. We might be getting there if earnings, depending on how earnings look, depending on, a lot of factors. But my alert's set. We're going to see how it goes on RILY. And last but not least here, guys, we have Groupon, ticker symbol GRPN, which this one is another one that we've outlined before in these episodes where we talk about the high short interest stocks. This one and Hertz are the two biggest winners for sure. And Groupon looks like it might have more juice left to squeeze in this rally. It might. We don't know, but it might. Based on how we're looking, we have 35% short interest right now. Earnings are coming up on the 8th of May. In about 2-3 weeks, we're getting their earnings, and the stock's been crushing it, no doubt. It's up a lot from last time they reported. We're still above the moving averages. We have a golden cross well in play at this point. And the fact that we took out the highs from July, $18, $18.10, and we're holding those highs as support right now, that's a very good sign, and it's promising to me watching this stock right now. I'm liking that. So this one on the charts is probably the best looking stock on this list here. It has gone up a lot. Keep that in mind. But again, there could be some more juice left to squeeze in this rally. No pun intended. No pun intended there. So what do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll wrap up the video here. Make sure to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe for coughing on my words here, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, follow along for more content, and join the free email stock newsletter where I send out my top stocks for free right to your inbox every single week. That is linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.